Hello everyone, I am lesson leader Rahma and this is One Spirit Team Online Learning with Tutor Jack. Let's talk about computer science, specifically in the programming language. Programming language is a wide field, but let's talk about the Visual Basic to create application, Windows application or web application. We use the Visual Basic program to create application, even web application or Windows application. This is a great program from one of the programming language programs to create an application. But let's first discuss the idea of the programming language. We have a goal to achieve. Our goal now is to create application. This is called a problem. Problem doesn't not mean hard thing or bad situation. Problem is a situation that requires a solution or an objective you want to achieve through following sequential steps sequentially. So now we have a goal and we wanted to achieve that. For example, I wanted to go a specific place. Before I move from my place, I should have the destination to go correct. Otherwise, I will be lost. So be organized, start correct, then we can move with the right steps to achieve the goal. Let's see another example. I wanted to bake a cake. This is a problem. So our goal here is to get this cake. So what should we do? We should get the inputs or the raw materials, then go with the right steps. This is called the processing to get the output or the goal. We have inputs available. So now we can solve the problem. We do not mix them together. We'll follow the right steps to get the delicious cake. Okay, let's move to another point to understand more about the programming language. There are five steps to create the application. And these called problem-solving stages. The first stage is define the problem, or we call problem definition. It means to determine the output or the goal that you want to achieve. We want to achieve it, so we must determine that before we go. The second stage is preparing algorithm. That means we should have the plan to follow. Third, program design. When we have the plan or the steps to move or to follow, after that we convert it into soft copy. Convert the plan on the paper into a soft copy or a program on the computer. And the fourth step is programming testing. Programming testing to be sure that the program is correct without mistakes. And this is very important stage. Another one, the fifth stage, is programming documentation. Program documentation to save the copyrights, especially when many people participate in this program. Also to modify the date and time to be accurate with each side. So these are the five steps we should follow to create the program. Let's go another step. Then the flow chart is a diagram that uses standard graphical samples to illustrate the sequence of steps required for solving a problem or specific question. So we have the plan. It's called algorithm. The algorithm we represent it by drawing the flowchart. And let's see how we can do it to be more clear and understand more about the flowchart. Flowchart, as we said, it's a diagram we draw to understand more, but we must be accurate with each shape because each shape has a specific function. The first shape, the terminal, I use it to start and end. The second shape is the parallelogram. We write inside it the input, the available input, and the output when I achieve it. Great. The processing, we write it in a rectangle. Only one shape for each function. I do not use any another shapes in spec except these shapes. Decision is used to take a decision. Is written in the diamond shape. For example, when I ask a question, are you a student? The question has two answers, maybe possible, yes or no. Yes, I'm a student. No, I'm not a student. So here, this is called a decision or question may have two possible answers. We write it inside the diamond. And then we use the flow lines to link the shapes with each others. Great. Let's now create a flowchart to understand more about our programming language and more about the Visual Basic introduction that we are discussing now. Here we wanted to draw a flowchart for a program that will calculate the sum of two numbers. We must create our goal first. My goal here is to create sum of two numbers. This is my goal. That will be my output. So define that first. Define the problem. Define the output. Then go to determine what are the inputs that I have to do that. Then do the processing to achieve the goal or the output. What are my outputs here? The output is sum of two numbers. So I will define the problem now. Output is sum of two numbers. So actually, I don't know these numbers. So it's a variable. It's unknown. So I will give it a sample letter. The first number is A and the second number is B. So now I have a sample for each number, A and B. These are my outputs. These are my inputs. Great. A and B are my inputs. Great. So now I have output and input. So how can I achieve the output through the input? During the solution, the processing. So C equal A plus B. C is another sample to represent the output. C, this is my goal. This is my output. Equal what? Equal the sum of two numbers. They are A and B. They are samples. All these are samples because they are variable. I don't know the accurate value of each number, but I give samples to represent the right steps to create the program. So my output is C. C equal A plus B where the result is C. Okay, let's do it. After we define the problem, let's plan. Let's do the algorithm and to draw the flowchart. Here, the second step to do the algorithm, to write the steps, the plan we should follow to do our program. Number one, start. Number two, enter the number A and number B, the input. Then Let's do the solution and let's do the process to achieve our goal. What is the solution here? Performing the sum of two numbers using this equation, C equal A plus B. The output is C. And then find the output. Print the output C. So I have finished now. And let's draw the flowchart together to represent the algorithm. And the flowchart is so easy to understand because it represents the shapes for each step easily. When I find this shape, I know that start, the first step. Then go to my input. Our input here is the two numbers. We put sample A and B. That will be in the parallelogram, specific shape for each function. Enter number A and number B. So what will happen later? The processing, the solution in a specific shape, rectangle, C equal A plus B. This is the solution to get my output. Then find my output is called C. The output is C. Great. Now I have finished my flowchart because I find the output. I achieve my goal now. Thus, and we have finished. So easy to draw a flowchart. So easy to be organized. Because we are organized, this is so easy to follow, to define the problem, explain, or doing a plan is called the algorithm draw flowchart. This is the right way to create the program. This is an introduction for the programming language. And more and other examples we can see to create this, like this one. This is a great lesson. We learn more together, so we are the best. Thank you for listening to my presentation today. And this is One Spirit Team Online Learning, and we will continue our lessons. Thank you.